everybody and welcome to Vlog Talk. Today we are going to be doing the hot pepper challenge. I'm not the one that's going to be doing it, these two are. So we've got 3 peppers here today. We're not going to be doing the Carolina Reaper, the Ghost Pepper, or any of those guys because I think that 2 million Scoville units is just a little bit overkill for birds that are smaller than your hand and are probably smaller than the pepper themselves. So we're not going to be doing those. What we do have today is the jalapeno, which is around 1,000 to 20,000 Scoville units, the cayenne pepper, which is 30,000 to 50,000, and the habanero pepper, which will be our hottest one today in our little batch, which can be 100,000 to 350,000 Scoville units. Now, of course, my birds are really small, so I'm not going to make them eat an entire pepper by themselves. I don't even think they'd have a big enough stomach to fit it all in there. So instead, I'm probably going to get them just to share one pepper and see whatever they want to eat, and we'll see what sort of reactions they have. So I'm going to go ahead and prep the peppers, and let's get going. Alright, so we're going to start with the least hot pepper we have today, which is the jalapeno here. It's also the biggest one. So I'm just going to cut this up really quickly, get rid of the stem. And we'll probably just cut a couple segments out of the pepper and leave it like that for the birds to chew through. Nothing super special. I'm not going to make them eat the whole thing. And we'll see what they do. So we'll have Mia, who's already excitedly flying over to see what's going on. See if she wants to try it out. Oh. Let's see how the other one feels about a little hot pepper. Girl, okay, let's see how Zevie does. Not exactly the response I was looking for. They certainly seem to be enjoying them a little bit more than they probably should, since they're 1,000 to 20,000 Scoville units. But we'll move on to the next pepper now. So we're going to try out the cayenne pepper now. We'll cut this in half, let them have a go at that, and see if maybe it starts to get a little bit hot for them. So we've just got the pepper here. I'm just going to cut the stem off. And then with this one, I'm going to cut it lengthwise. Quite a few seeds. And this time we'll start with Zevie. No, doesn't seem to be all too hot for her either. So let's grab Mia. Just gonna move Zevie away and let Mia have a go. So since the cayenne pepper and the jalapeno aren't producing any sorts of reactions, they don't seem to be thinking they're very hot, we will try the habanero, which is 100,000 to 350,000 Scoville units, and we'll see what they do. Habanero, just gonna cut the stem off, and then cut it in half. Not a ton of seeds in that one, but we'll see what Mia thinks. Oh no. Alright, we'll get Zevie out here and let's see if maybe Zevie thinks the habaneros are pretty hot. Sorry, bud. Well, that was rather anticlimactic, wasn't it? Alright, so obviously I knew this was going to happen. This isn't the first time they've had these 3 peppers, and it likely won't be the last, because these peppers are actually some of their favorite treats, and I will often use dried chili pepper seeds as treats during training because they love them so much. I would never randomly give a bird 350,000 scoville units, something that makes me experience pain, and just shove it on them and just wait to see what would happen. I would never do that because I already knew that capsaicin does not affect parrots. The reason you feel that burning sensation when you bite into a pepper is because of something called capsaicin. And basically it's just a little thing inside of a pepper that is trolling you. That is its one job in life, is to make you feel like you're on fire. This isn't a taste, this isn't just, like a sweet food. It's not the same process at all. What's happening is capsaicin is connecting to your heat receptors and it's tricking your body into actually believing that you're on fire. Now, the receptor responsible for this is the TRPV1 receptor, sometimes called the heat receptor or the capsaicin receptor for good reason. And birds have this receptor as well. And you might be thinking, if they have the same receptor that can detect capsaicin, why do they not feel like they're on fire? Like, they really should. They're sitting here detecting heat the same as you and I, but they aren't affected by capsaicin, and the reason for that is legitimately just because they are too smart to be trolled. Basically, birds have spent a lot of time living on this planet, and they've learned to evolve with these sorts of plants. And they had good reason to. When we eat a pepper, what happens is our digestion stops the germination of this plant, and we don't really gain a whole lot of nutritional value from it. When a bird eats a pepper, it's thought that their digestion doesn't stop this germination and they gain loads of nutrients, which gives them a reason to eat it and provides a lot of benefit to their systems. So for the first while, they kind of just stuck it out. They just decided this is hot, but hey, it's also tasty and it's good for me. So they kept eating it and they kept going back, and they gradually became less and less sensitive to the effects of capsaicin. Now when they eat a pepper, the TRPV1 sensor doesn't care. It's kind of sitting there and it's tired of capsaicin's jokes. It doesn't want to deal with them. It's not going to engage this troll. It just stops. So while we're sitting here biting into a pepper and absolutely feeling excruciating pain, a bird is pretty much smarter than we are. And their bodies have decided they're done dealing with this troll and they're not going to feel pain because they don't want to. Alright, so that about does it for this video. I hope if anything you learned how badass some really tiny birds can be. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!